Hi guys, Shane here with etrailer.com. Today I'm going to walk through how to install the etrailer.com Class 3 trailer hitch receiver on your 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. This hitch is going to be a great hitch for the Subaru. It's going to be a Class 3 hitch, going to have a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. It's going to be a steel construction with a triple carbide black powder coat finish. The triple carbide black powder coat finish is what is really going to separate this from the other hitches out there that may only have a single black powder coat finish. The triple carbide is really going to help resist against chipping and rusting and corrosion. With the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening being a Class 3 hitch, it's really going to give you a lot of options for accessories. Maybe you want to put a cargo carrier on here so you can get some of your items out from inside, put them on the cargo carrier to make room inside. Maybe you want to put a bike rack on. This hitch is going to allow you to hold up to 4 bikes. Adding the bike rack to the hitch is going to keep you from having to either load them inside the car or up on top of the car on a roof mounted rack. Maybe you have a small boat or a small camper you want to pull. This hitch is going to be able to handle all of it. With the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening, we're going to have a reinforced collar to give us a little extra stability there. Hitch pin hole is going to be 5/8 inch in diameter. It's going to take a standard 5/8 hitch pin. Hitch pin and clip does not come with this hitch, however you can find it here at etrailer.com. There are also a lot of locking devices that will work with the 5/8 hitch pin. We're going to have rolled steel style safety chain loops. You see we have plenty of room for different size safety chain hooks. So it's going to accommodate different sizes depending on what kind of trailer you're pulling. Now if you'll notice, the only thing we notice or see is a receiver tube. The rest of the hitch is hidden up underneath the vehicle, so the only thing we can really notice from the back when we're not pulling something, we don't have anything on it, is the end of our receiver tube. It's going to maintain a really nice clean look on the back of the vehicle. Now let me give you a few measurements to help you when deciding on any of your hitch mount accessories you may need, such as bike racks, ball mounts, or cargo carriers. From the center of our hitch pin hole to the outermost part of our bumper is going to be about 3 inches. That number is important for any of your hitch mount accessories like your bike racks and cargo carriers that may fold up against the vehicle. You want to make sure they're not going to make contact. From the ground to the top innermost part of the receiver tube is going to be about 14.5 inches. Keep that number in mind for any of your hitch mount accessories that may require a little bit more ground clearance. Now as far as our weight capacities go, we're going to have a 525 pound max tongue weight, which is the downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. So when you have that cargo carrier loaded down or maybe your bike racks, you want to make sure you're not exceeding that downward pressure. We're going to have a 3,500 pound gross towing weight, which is the trailer plus the load included. That's how much the hitch can pull. I always recommend checking the owner's manual of the Subaru. Make sure the vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. You're going to go with the lowest number between the vehicle and the hitch. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let's walk you through how to get it installed. To start your installation, your directions are not going to tell you this, but to make it easier, I'm going to suggest lowering the exhaust. Take a strap, hang it from anywhere on your frame, cinch it up like this, and we're going to have 3 hangers we're going to remove. We're going to have one over here, and one right in front of the axle. You can take soapy water, or if you have a spray lubricant, you can use that. We'll spray down the hangers. Take a pry bar, wedge it off the frame like that, and pull it off. We'll do that same thing with the other 2. Then you're going to have a 4th one right here on your driver's side, right next to your exhaust pipe or your muffler. Next thing we need to do is each frame rail, we're going to take out this plug and this plug. We're going to leave the center plug. We're going to do that on both rails. Next thing we need to do, this forwardmost hole, we need to enlarge it big enough to get the head of our bolt through it. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use a step bit. If you don't have a step bit, you can use a grinding wheel and grind off one edge if you want. See, we're big enough. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of clear coat. I'm going to spray it around this, cover up that bare metal to reduce the risk of rust and corrosion later on. You're going to have a pull wire. You're going to take the spring in. We're going to go into this back hole and come out of the hole we just opened up. Put a little bend in it, like that. Take your spacer block, slide it on, go ahead and push it up into the hole. Carriage bolt, thread it onto the spring end, this hole. It's a good idea to take this spring and kind of loosen it like that. For this hole, what we're going to do is we're going to put on our spacer block, carriage bolt, thread it on, put the head of the bolt up first, followed by the spacer block, pull it back down. We're going to repeat that same thing for the other side. With the next set of hands, we're going to feed our pull wires through our hitch. I'm just going to put the front one in, feed it up into position. We'll go ahead and take off the rearmost wire and put on our nut. For our forward one, we're going to take this spacer block with the round hole. We're going to slide it onto the wire. We're going to slide it up over a hitch. Take our wire, put a bend in it, like this. Pull off our wire and add your nut. And we're going to repeat that same thing on the other side. We'll take a 3/4 inch socket, we're going to tighten and then torque all of our hardware to the specifications and the instructions. Then we can raise our exhaust back into place and reattach our hangers. Once you have your exhaust back into position, you're ready to go. Again, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. Hope this video has helped you whether you're still deciding or installing the etrailer.com Class 3 trailer hitch receiver on your 2019 Subaru Crosstrek.